my name's Melissa Strange, and today I thought I would share with you my top 5 favorite fights that have happened in the Big Brother US house over the past 18 seasons. Starting at number 5 happened in BB6, and that was between Janelle and Beau. What happened was that Janelle and Howie had been trying to get inside of the Friendship Alliance's brains to help rattle it up a little bit up in there so that they wouldn't maybe be as focused for upcoming competitions and they'd be off their game, and then Janelle and Howie would be able to win something. After drinking a little too much wine, Beau and Janelle go at it. Beau calls Janelle a polyester hair bitch repeatedly. Janelle also makes comments towards April, Maggie, and Jennifer. April calls Janelle a drunk and Janelle calls her a gold-digging bitch. Beau is pretty much equally, if not more drunk than Janelle is, so the two of them are game to battle and argue it out. They go into the living room and they are pushing and shoving each other and yelling at each other, and like they're giggling but they're also like fighting, and it goes from giggle to scream like that. Like, it is the most bipolar match I've ever seen ever, and all the groups are like, what are we doing? What's going on? They're kind of trying to pull them off of each other, but Janelle is just screaming and Beau is screaming and they're giggling and pushing. It's a very bizarre fight, and then Howie eventually helps pull Janelle off and hold her back. It's like, it's getting a bit too much, and Janelle flips Beau the bird. Beau goes into another room and is crying like a little baby, and Janelle and Howie are very pleased with themselves as to what had just happened. Janelle admits in the dining room that she knew it would be easy to get inside of Beau's head. The fourth favorite fight of mine happens to be between Willie and Joe, which happened in BB14. Angry that he was probably going home, Willie started to exchange some words with Joe in the kitchen. And just like that, Joe heads towards the bathroom and Willie goes running after him and chases him into the bathroom. Willie then headbutts Joe, and Big Brother comes over the loudspeaker thing and says, Willie, get to the back bedroom. Joe, don't follow him. Everybody just stay where you are. All of the house guests are pretty shaken up and scared about what they just witnessed, and they're all hiding in other rooms of the house, comforting each other, and then Big Brother calls Willie to the diary room, where he's expelled from the game because of his behavior. They do not tolerate that kind of violence in the Big Brother house. Honestly, Willie had been aggressive the entire season that he had been in so far, and it was a matter of time before he was going to either be evicted or have something like this happen to him. He had fights with, I think Frank was one of his biggest fights other than the one he had with Joe, but that guy was just a loose cannon. My third favorite fight happened between a man who basically got into a fight with every single person in the BB house that year, and between a woman who eventually got expelled from the BB house that year. That's right, I'm talking about Russell and Chima from BB11. The fight that I'm talking about is when Michelle tells Russell that Chima said that she would be willing to backdoor Russell if she had the chance and won HOH or something along those lines. When Russell calls Chima up into the HOH room and explains what he had just heard from Michelle, she's like, this never happened, and then Russell's like, well, Michelle said it, so they call Michelle up to the room, and Michelle denies everything that she had just said to Russell, making it look like Russell was lying to Chima. So Chima is pissed and thinks that Russell is lying to her, and she believes Michelle, when in fact, Michelle was lying. Chima and Russell get into a pretty heated screaming match from the upstairs HOH balcony area all the way down into the backyard. They are in each other's faces, screaming it out. I thought for sure someone was gonna headbutt or punch or spit or do something in one of the other person's face. My favorite line from the fight came from Chima, and that was, "You can't hear, can you? With those old ugly ass cauliflower ears." Hilarious, amazing, because he was a boxer fighter guy. His ears were all messed up. It was so funny. Russell had a fight with literally every person in that house. Jeff, Jordan, Jesse, Chima, etc. He was just constantly fighting everybody. So much aggression for such a, like, kind of small-ish looking dude. Like, I mean, he was built, but he kind of looked, like, height-wise, smaller than most people. Anyways, he had way too much aggression. My second favorite fight in the Big Brother house just proved to me, and hopefully most of America, that this America's favorite player is an actual moron, idiot, stupid piece of crap, trash. Ugh, I hate her so much. And when people ask why I hate Rachel Riley, this one fight that she was in is a huge part of it, but she is just awful. She's an awful human. I do not like her. I think she's vile. I do not like her. I could not stand her in any season that she was on. I can't stand when they bring her back. I do not like that woman. Like, she is all types of evil and awful. And this fight happened between Rachel and Reagan. And listen, this fight just proved to me that I was right and Rachel's a moron. Basically, Rachel was brought back into the house because Brandon opened the Pandora's box, which released something bad onto the house, and Rachel's too dumb to realize that she was the bad thing released on the house. She was let back into the house for 24 hours while Brandon spent 24 hours outside of the house being pampered, I think. And Rachel, while she was there, decided I might as well wreak havoc while I'm here, and she went after Reagan. So in the backyard, Rachel and Reagan are going toe-to-toe against each other, just throwing insults. Rachel totally started it. Reagan was in the backyard just working out, and Rachel came out and offered him some moist, warm, gooey cookies and all this nonsense and was just being a total bitch. Then she puts out one of the worst lines, but also one of my favorite lines in this fight because it just proved how stupid she is. She says to Reagan, "You're a gay guy who's not even very good at being gay." Now, what the freaking flop shtickles does that even mean? I mean, like, are you joking? What does that mean? She's basically saying that he is not a stereotypical gay guy in her opinion, and that means that he's not good at being gay. I'm pretty sure the only like criteria of being a gay man is that you are a man who likes other men. I'm pretty sure from my vast knowledge, or not vast knowledge, of what these terms mean, that all you need to do to be a gay man is like other gay men. Not even other gay men, you just have to like men. To be gay, a gay man, you have to like men, and Reagan does that. So how does that make him a gay guy who's not very good at being a gay guy? Like, oh, it's awful. It's the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth reason why I think she's an idiot, is that one sentence right there. It just proves that she's an actual moron. She has a degree or whatever, she's a teacher or something like this, but she's a waitress in Las Vegas, and that's what Reagan was saying. Like, you say you're so smart, but you're actually not. And it was just driving me crazy, and then Reagan was copying her laugh the entire time, which actually brought light to the conversation, the argument that they're having, and made it more tolerable to watch, because at least he was like, "You're an idiot, I'm gonna make fun of you for something like your laugh or the pimples on your chin, not make up stupid shit like she was doing the whole time." And so that fight was very, you know, and then she goes to say that she loves gay people, but he's just not good at it, so she doesn't like him. It doesn't make any sense. Like, she's so stupid. And she's homophobic, and that's exactly what it is. And that's one of the huge reasons why I don't like Rachel, is that she was just doing these stupid homophobic slurs during her season and just looking like a total moron. But before the fight is over, as Reagan and Rachel are still kind of arguing back and forth, Reagan starts dropping the biggest truth bomb on her, the biggest mic drop argument I have ever seen in the history of Big Brother, because he left Rachel Riley speechless. He served her all of the truth. She was left there speechless, watching as he slammed the door as he went back inside, and I was like, Reagan, you the man, Reagan. You left that psycho clown speechless. The last, final, and my number one favorite fight from the history of Big Brother was basically a summer-long fight between Dick and Jen in Big Brother 8. From pouring iced tea on her head to comments all season long between the two of them, it was going to end up being a battle at some point. We were all waiting for it. We all knew at one point the two of them were going to explode on each other. And it happened. Jen was nominated for eviction and annoyed with the game, and so she decided that she was basically over it and ready to go home. Dick and Jamaica were listening to her talk about this, and Dick was over it, so he blew some cigarette smoke into her face and called it his Jen repellent. Jen goes inside and starts to pack all of her belongings into garbage bags and starts hiding it around the house. And then she starts cooking some food, and when Dick goes inside and sees she's cooking and goes, "Hey Jen, you're not allowed to eat, you're on a food restriction," she basically doesn't care and says she's gonna eat anyways. In a veto competition previously that season, Jen had agreed to give up eating and be on a slop diet for 30 days. But Jen was ready to violate that because she had, well, given up on the game. As the house guests try to convince her not to eat food, she goes back into the house from the backyard and starts looking for Dick's cigarettes. She then takes all the cigarettes to the storage room, starts breaking them up, smashing them, throwing them into a garbage bin, and pours bleach onto them. While she's doing that, Jessica in the backyard tells Dick that she saw that Jen was hiding all of her stuff throughout the house and that he should go hide his cigarettes or some of his stuff because she's up to clearly something. So as Dick goes inside to look for his cigarettes, he realizes that they've already gone missing and he is not having it. He starts searching the house and yelling at Jen. As he was searching the house for his cigarettes, he actually came across Jen's stuff, her possessions, in the garbage bags, and he brings them up to the HOH room and locks them up in there and continues searching for his cigarette. Jen decides to go into the backyard and have a nice meal of turkey burgers, cottage cheese, and apples, and of course Big Brother calls her to the diary room because she is breaking her food restriction. So Big Brother gives her one penalty vote in the upcoming eviction ceremony. Jen is outside eating and Dick comes out again and has another cigarette, and this time he blows it straight in her face as she's eating, and she is pissed. And so what does she do? She tries to grab the cigarette out of Dick's hand. Well, a cigarette is a lit object, and so Jen is burning her hand every time she reaches for it, and it becomes this game of like, I'm gonna reach for it, and Dick was almost like trying to not burn her, but he was trying to like get her to go away. It's like, if you want it, grab it, but like it's on fire, so you're gonna hurt yourself. And you can see that there's black marks on her hand from the ash. It turns out she didn't actually get burned, it was just the ash. She was being a little dramatic, so Dick didn't really get in trouble for doing that. I mean, he didn't burn her and she was coming after him. He was just sitting there smoking. I mean, the two of them had fights all summer long. Eventually, Dick found his cigarettes and he was pissed. I'm pretty sure Big Brother replaced them though because of Jen's stupidity. Dick was just trying to get into everyone's head so that he could win the game, and well, it worked because he won. He won Big Brother 8 and they didn't, and they were all messed up the whole time and always freaking out and crying because Dick was wreaking havoc on them, but really Dick was just like playing the game. It worked great, it worked to his advantage, and that is my favorite fight because it lasted so long and was so brilliant. Thanks again for watching this video, everyone. If you did like it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more Big Brother fun-related content, and let me know in the comments down below what your favorite fight from all of the Big Brother seasons is, as I would love to know. Let me know if you would also like more of these types of videos because I'm always interested to know what you would like, so make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss them when I post them. Once again, everyone, my name's Melissa Strange, and until next time, stay strange.